the one I was thinking of is, I was like, who in their right mind writes a musical movie for like a, I don't know, 12, 13-year-old girl to have this amazing performance, the curtain call of the movie, without knowing if they have that performance before they write it. So I was thinking to myself, as this young girl who's revealed to be this powerhouse singing, and I don't want to ruin the movie, but it's a musical, and there's a big number at the end, and it hangs on a very young performance. So I'm thinking, was it written for this girl, or did they have to find her? Because that would be terrifying, to write the movie and not know if I had this performance. So I was kind of curious how she did it.
I mean, we should all answer this.
Yeah. We all have a story.
We didn't. I'll just say, we didn't have her when I wrote it. I just knew she was out there in the world. I just knew there was an 11-year-old Whitney Houston somewhere. I just knew she was there. I don't know, just a gut feeling. But
no, I mean, she wrote the film, and with that ending, and when you read the script, and of course when you watch the movie, it was just as much of a jaw drop moment when you read her, the script, and you kind of saw the whole film even come together, even when you got to that part of the script. And so then going through it, it really was Kathleen's faith in knowing that we would find this person, and we really did turn every stone looking for that. And we had friends that are casting directors. Brent did a great job. We had so many tapes that we went through, and it was just like those classic things. And of course, Angelica, actually, it was one of those classic indie things where we wanted her, we had her, and felt like we found her, and then the schedules didn't work.
Oh my gosh.
You know how, like, with scheduling, like, all of our stuff didn't work with everyone, and we had to say no. And we actually passed, and then we kept looking. And there was this moment that I remember, we were somewhere in prep, and we just knew we were wrong. Like,
our other producer, Nate, turned to us and said, guys, we're making a huge mistake. We need her to be Whitney Houston, and she's the person, Yeah. And so we just, we changed the schedule for her.
We flipped our whole entire world, and we made that happen. And I'm just proud of all of us that somehow we made that happen. And she, of course, like you say,
did she walk into a casting, or did she send you a tape, or how did she?
Well, Kathleen and I actually had, we had her footage, of course, from America's Got Talent. I mean, we had so much of her to see in terms of her singing performance, but could she carry a scene? So Kathleen and I did a work session with her over, was it Zoom? I don't even know if Zoom was part of my vocabulary then.
Skype or
Skype. We did a Skype work session with her. We did scene work, and we just had a talk with her, and it was very clear in that meeting that her whole spirit, her whole energy was Anna. It was just she leapt through that computer screen, and it was so clear that this was meant to be for her. And also it was a person we wanted to spend time with, on set. She was just radiant and lovely, and it was.
We also wanted a real kid. I know everyone says that, but the character of Anna is supposed to be very kind of how I was a kid. Like, hey, what you doing? Just says, my dad's got a pinched nerve in his back. You just want kids to say things and do random things. And she had that energy. There was nothing about her, even with her professional experience, that was not that she wasn't, polite, professional, but she was a real kid. She was happy and joyful.
And this might seem obvious, and maybe not, that we dreamed of our cast being those that have actually been through this experience and been rejected.
Yes.
We wanted those that have actually, and so of course, to know her story, and then if like Rebecca Black, and these different stories, that was a real big deal for us to have people have kind of walked the same path that Kathleen's story she was telling. So she of course fit that, it was just amazing. She knew, that's why her experience was perfect.
Yeah, there's actually 4 of us in the cast that have been on singing reality shows and have been rejected. So it's pretty fun.
I can't believe you're actually here. You should do the swing spectacular. Gotta leave to find where you